Financial emergency. First is ground of declaration. Article number is 360. Okay, Article 360 empowers the president. President को Article 360 empower करता है to proclaim the financial emergency if president is satisfied that a situation has arisen due to which financial stability or credit of India or any part of its territory is threatened. Okay, now 38th Amendment Act of 1975 made the satisfaction of the President in declaring financial emergency final and conclusive. Very very important that 38th Amendment Act 1975 जो है ना, that made the satisfaction of President in declaring financial emergency final and conclusive and not questionable in any court on any ground. But this provision was subsequently deleted by the 44th Amendment Act of 1978, implying that the satisfaction of the President is not beyond judicial review. Okay, so 38th Amendment Act 1975 क्या किया था ना, made the satisfaction of the President final and conclusive and not questionable in any court and on any ground. But ये जो provision है ये डिलीट किया गया था 44th Amendment Act of 1978 के द्वारा, implying that the satisfaction of the President is not beyond the judicial review. Okay, now parliamentary approval and duration. A proclamation declaring financial emergency must be approved by both houses of parliament. That is both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha से पास होना चाहिए within 2 months from the date of its issue. Okay, 2 months है. However, if proclamation of financial emergency is issued at a time when Lok Sabha has been dissolved or dissolution of Lok Sabha takes place during the period of 2 months without approving the proclamation, then proclamation survives until 30 days from the first sitting of Lok Sabha after its reconstitution and provided the Rajya Sabha has the meantime approved it. So ये जो financial emergency का proclamation है that should be approved by both houses of parliament within 2 months from the date of the issue. Okay, so ये जो 2 months period है और approved करने से पहले ही अगर लोक सभा that is lower house of parliament dissolve हो जाता है तब क्या होगा, न्यूली रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूट होगा ना लोक सभा का. सो जो ये अप्रूवल जो प्रोक्लेमेशन है दैट विल बी सर्वाइव अंटिल 30 डेज, मतलब न्यूली रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ लोक सभा के बाद 30 डेज तक सर्वाइव करेगा एंड लोक सभा कैन अप्रूव्ड इट और डिनाई इट, राइट. सो न्यूली रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन कंस्टिट्यूट लोक सभा के पास 30 डेज टाइम रहेगा एंड राज्य सभा जो मीन टाइम है दैट इज डिसोल्यूशन टू द मतलब वो जो 2 months का पीरियड है डिसोल्यूशन टू द रिकॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, उसके अंदर राज्यसभा अप्रूव करना होगा राज्यसभा को. ठीक है, क्लियर. Once approved by the both houses of parliament, the financial emergency continues indefinitely till it is revoked. Very very important that एक बार अगर अप्रूव हो गया ना पार्लियामेंट के थ्रू, देन जो फाइनेंशियल इमरजेंसी है continues indefinitely till it is revoked. Okay, this implies two things. There is no maximum period prescribed for its operation and repeated parliamentary approval is not required for its constitution. Very very important that there is no maximum period prescribed for financial emergencies operation, right. And repeated parliamentary approval जो president rule and national emergency के time में था that are not required in for its continuation. A resolution approving the proclamation of financial emergency can be passed by either house of parliament only by a simple majority, that is a majority of members of that house present and voting. Very very important that ये जो resolution है ना approving the proclamation of financial emergency that can be passed either house of parliament only by a simple majority. Okay, that is a majority of the members of that house present and voting. Clear? A proclamation of financial emergency may be revoked by the president at any time by a subsequent proclamation. Such a proclamation does not require parliamentary approval. Okay? So ये जो proclamation है financial emergency ये revoke हो सकता है, that is end हो सकता है at any time by the president. Okay? For this matter it does not require any parliamentary approval. Now effects of financial emergency. Financial emergency का क्या effect है? The consequences of proclamation of financial emergency are as follows. The executive authority of the center extends to giving a direction to the state to observe such canons of financial propriety as may be specified in the direction and such other direction to any state of as president may deem necessary to and adequate for this purpose. So जो proclamation का consequences है वो क्या है? First point है executive authority of the center. Center का जो executive authority है extends to giving of first is direction to any state. Executive authority जो है center का that can give direction to any state to observe such canons of financial propriety as may be specified in the direction. जो direction में specified है वो जो canons है वो maintain हो रहा है कि नहीं वो डायरेक्शन देगा एग्जीक्यूटिव अथॉरिटी ऑफ द सेंटर. ओके, सो एग्जीक्यूटिव अथॉरिटी ऑफ द सेंटर एक्सटेंड्स टू गिविंग ऑफ डायरेक्शन टू एनी स्टेट. कोई भी स्टेट को डायरेक्शन दे सकते हैं टू ऑब्जर्व सच कैनन्स ऑफ फाइनेंशियल प्रोप्राइटी एज मे बी स्पेसिफाइड इन द डायरेक्शन. Such other direction to any state as president may deem necessary and adequate for the purpose. And such other direction to any state, कोई भी state को other direction भी दे सकते हैं as president may deem necessary and adequate for the purpose. Now any such direction may include provision requiring the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of person serving in the state. Okay. Any such direction may include a provision requiring the reduction of salary. Salary का जो reduction है and allowance का जो reduction है of all or any class of the person serving in the state. The reservation of all money bills or other financial bills for consideration of the president after they are passed by legislature of the state. So any such direction may include a provision requiring the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of person serving in the state. मतलब स्टेट में कोई भी पर्सन अगर सर्व कर रहे हैं उनका सैलरी का रिडक्शन ऑफ सैलरीज एंड अलाउंसेस ऑफ all or any class of person serving in the state. The reservation of all money bills or other financial bills for consideration of president after they are passed by legislature of the state. The president may issue direction for the reduction of the salaries and allowances of all or any class of person serving the union and the judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Very, very important that president may issue direction. President direction issue कर सकते हैं for reduction of salaries and allowances. Reduction of salaries and allowances भी हो सकता है. All or any class of person serving in the union and the judges of Supreme Court. तो second number point पे क्या था? Any such direction may include a provision requiring the reduction of salaries and allowances of all or any class of person serving in the state. Serving in the state था. And number 3 में क्या था? All or any class of person serving in the union. B point में क्या था? Second number का the reservation of all money bills. Money bills का and other financial bills का reservation for the consideration of the president after they are passed by legislature of the state. And third number का second point में क्या है? B में the judges of Supreme Court and High Court का भी salary and allowances reduce हो सकता है. Any person, any all or any class of person serving in the union. Clear? Thus during the operation of financial emergency, the center acquire full control over the state in financial matter. Very, very important that जब financial emergency होगा ना तब सेंटर एक्वायर्स फुल कंट्रोल ओवर स्टेट इन फाइनेंशियल मैटर. H.N. Kunzru, a member of Constituent Assembly, stated that the financial emergency provision pose a serious threat to the financial autonomy of the state. Okay, so financial emergency का जो provision है that pose a serious threat to the financial autonomy of the state. कौन किसका? H.N. Kunzru, a member of Constituent Assembly, stated that. Okay, so the financial emergency provision pose a serious threat to the financial autonomy of the state, explaining the reason for the inclusion of the in Constitution. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar observed in Constituent Assembly, the article more or less follows the pattern of what is called as National Recovery Act of United States passed in 1933, which give the President power to make similar provision in order to remove the difficulties both economical and financial. Okay, so Dr. B.R. Ambedkar observed in Constituent Assembly that the article more or less follows the pattern of what is called as National Recovery Act of United States passed in 1933. Okay, ये जो article है 360 that more or less follows, जो follow कर रहा है the pattern of what is called as National Recovery Act of United States passed in 1933, which gave the President power, जो President को power देता है to make similar provision in order to remove difficulties. That President can make similar provision like National Recovery Act of United States passed in 1933 in order to remove the difficulties both economical and financial that had overtaken American people as a result of Great Depression. Now no financial emergency has been declared so far, through there was a financial crisis in 1991. very important, कोई भी financial emergency आज तक नहीं declare हुआ. No financial emergency has been declared so far, though there was a financial crisis. financial crisis arise हुआ था 1991 में, but कोई भी financial emergency आज तक नहीं लागू हुआ. Now criticism of the emergency provision. Criticism of the emergency provision. Some members of the Constituent Assembly criticized the incorporation of emergency provision in the Constitution on the following grounds. First is the federal character of the Constitution will be destroyed and union will become all powerful. Right? जो federal constitution of constitution है that will be destroyed and union become all powerful by emergency provision. Right? The powers of the state, both union and the units, will entirely be concentrated in hands of union executive. So जो powers है ना वो centralized हो जाता है. Okay, so वो entirely concentrate हो जाता है in hands of union executive. President will become the dictator. very important. President के पास बहुत सारा power आ जाता है and president will become a dictator. The financial autonomy of the state will be nullified. Okay, जो financial autonomy है state का that will be nullified. Fundamental rights will become meaningless. As a result, democratic foundation of the constitution will be destroyed. H.B. Kamath observed, I fear that by this single chapter we are seeking to lay the foundation of totalitarian state. Okay, a police state, a state completely opposed to all ideals and principles that we have held aloft during the last few decades. A state where the rights and liberties of millions of innocent men and women will be the continuous jeopardy. The state where if there is a peace, it will be peace of the grave and void of desert. It will be a day of shame and sorrow when President makes use of this power having no parallel in the constitution of the democratic countries of the world. Okay, so ये जो provision है, emergency provision, ये destroy कर सकता है the moralistic principle, the ideals, the principle of the constitution, the essence of the constitution को. And by this single chapter हम लोग का जो India that may be become a totalitarian state, a police state, डेमोक्रेसी का डिस्ट्रक्शन हो जा सकता है, राइट. फंडामेंटल राइट का कोई मीनिंग नहीं रहता है. सो ये जो इमरजेंसी प्रोविजन है ये बहुत सोच समझ के गवर्नमेंट को लागू करना चाहिए, राइट. सो केटिशा डिस्क्राइब देम एज a chapter of reaction and retrogression. I find one cannot but notice two distinct currents of thought underlying influence through the provision of the chapter. To arm the center with special powers against the units, to arm the government against the people. Looking at all the provision of the chapter, particularly and scrutinizing the power that have been given in almost every article, it seems to me the name only of liberty or democracy will remain under constitution. T.T. Krishnamachari feared that by means of this provision, the president and executive would be exercising a form of constitutional dictatorship. Clear? Agent Kunjru opined that the emergency financial provision pose a serious threat to financial autonomy of the state. Okay. However, there were also protagonists of all emergency provision in the Constituent Assembly. Thus, Sir Alladi Krishna Swami Iyer labelled them as the very life breath of the Constitution. Mahabir Tyagi opined that they would work as a safety valve and thereby help in maintenance of the Constitution. क्रिटिसिज्म जैसे है वैसे कोई कोई अच्छा भी बोले हैं, जैसे सर अल्लादी कृष्ण स्वामी अय्यर लेबल्ड एज द लाइफ ब्रेथ ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन एंड महावीर त्यागी ओपिन दैट they would work as a safety valve and thereby help in maintenance of the constitution. While defending the emergency provision in Constituent Assembly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar also accepted the possibility of their misuse. Okay. He observed, I do not altogether deny that there is a possibility of articles being abused or employed for political purpose. Okay. Here imposition of president rule. Here you can see on every state, ऐसे कोई स्टेट है ही नहीं जिसमें प्रेसिडेंट रूल नहीं लागू हुआ था, ठीक है, प्रोक्लेम नहीं हुआ था. जैसे आंध्र प्रदेश, अरुणाचल प्रदेश, असम, बिहार, छत्तीसगढ़, गोवा, गुजरात, हरियाणा, हिमाचल प्रदेश, झारखंड, कर्नाटका, यू कैन सी दैट 6 times. ओके. केरला, मध्य प्रदेश, महाराष्ट्र, मणिपुर में तो बहुत ज़्यादा टाइम, मणिपुर में 10 times इमरजेंसी प्रोविजन मतलब प्रेसिडेंशियल प्रोविजन प्रेसिडेंट्स रूल लागू हुआ था, राइट. वेस्ट बंगाल में 3 times, उत्तर प्रदेश में 9 times. ओके. Clear? So here you can see the articles related to emergency provision at a glance. So article 352, proclamation of emergency. 353, effect of proclamation of emergency. So article 352 is proclamation of emergency. 353 is effect of proclamation of emergency. Article 354, application of provision relating to distribution of revenue while a proclamation of emergency is in operation. So जो revenue का distribution होगा that related to article 354. 355, duty of the union to protect states against the external aggression and internal disturbance, right. So duty of the union to protect states against external aggression and internal distribution. Article 356, provision in case of failure of constitutional machinery in state. Article 357, exercise of legislative power under proclamation issued under article 356. Article 358, suspension of provision of article 19 during the emergencies. 359, suspension of enforcement rights conferred part 3 during emergencies. 359A, application of this part to the Punjab, and 360, provision as financial emergency. Okay, here the chapter ends.